Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we are going to have a look at the new stamp set Happy Tales, which is all about dogs with a beautiful coordinating punch with a little heart and the dog, which comes out on January the 3rd and is part of the Spring Summer catalogue. If you'd like a copy, please drop me a line. I'd be happy to send you one out in the post so it's ready for you for the 3rd of January. And as you know, I absolutely love dogs. So we're going to work on the dog image today and make a lovely card. And we are going to use a technique called reverse stamping. So let's take our little image out of the dog. And we are going to be using the Stamp-a-rators for this because it is the perfect tool to be able to do reverse images. And the dog lends itself to having him in both directions. So let me get the Stamp-a-rators in. And what we need to do is, let me put this down on here. We are going to use one of the tools that, that I'm always talking about, which is our silicone mat. It's only a few pounds and it is really something that you can use for so many things. You can use it for any form of gluing or any sort because it just rubs off straight away. You can use it, as I say, for doing this particular technique, which is the reverse stamping. So what we are going to do is we are going to take the image and we are going to put it on here like this, pick it up with our plate, and then we are going to ink it in a good black ink. Oh, says me getting ink everywhere, but that doesn't matter with the Stamp-a-rators because it doesn't come out on the platform. And then we are just going to gently press it down onto the silicone mat. So let's pick that up and we can do it again. So we make sure that we have a very nice dark image. And again, put it down. Obviously it lines it up in exactly the same position. Press it down firmly and then pick it up. Then what we need to do is we need to take, I'm just going to put my magnet out of the way. We need to take a scrap of, no we don't, says me. We need to cut out, so we're using our punch first and we're going to cut out or punch out one of the dog images. So I'm doing it off because, as you know, I have arthritis in my thumb and sometimes it's a bit difficult, but we now have the beautiful dog image that we want. So we are then going to put the dog image down reverse way, which is what we want. We are going to get the silicone sheet and we are then going to position it over. And in fact, I need to have something that's just a little bit, doing this a bit cack-handed, but I want something a little bit darker so I can actually see it. So let me move the Stamp-a-rators out of the way just for a minute. And hopefully the ink won't have dried. I'm just going to put it on this little piece here so I can see it a little clearer. So we then need to reverse the silicone mat. And we are going to line it up, says me. I am going to get my head in, but we are going to line it up as best as we can over this image, where the head is and where the tail is. Press it down like that. So I can now slide it back into shot. Okay, and then I find that the easiest thing is to take a block, put that over the top of the image and give it a good press over the top, because then you're going to get it exactly where you want it. And you can, as long as you don't stretch it, you can slide it straight across like that. And then when we lift it up, you have, with a bit of luck, there we go, we have the dog, which has been beautifully done reverse image way. So that's the one that we need on that, and then we can very easily just wipe this off with a wet cloth. I'm just going to put it to one side for the moment because it'll save some time. Then we are going to stamp the image out. Again, I've got the Stamparatus here, so I could actually do it with the Stamparatus. Why don't we do it like that? So let's bring the Stamparatus back in, move my little image out of the way, put it in like this, and we can then take the, where's my scrap of paper? Oh yes, here it is underneath. So we can then take this and put this, let's make sure that that's going to go in on there. We really want to be able to use it, so we're not going to use all of our paper. Can I get it in on, yes, I can get it in on this bit, can't I? So that's not going to waste it. Right, okay, so let me get the black ink out again, give the dog image an ink up, and then just press that down on here. I think there's just about enough room. Give it a press, and we have got the other dog image out on there. So I'm just going to move this out of the way now because we don't need the Stamparatus, but it is an absolutely brilliant tool for doing all sorts of things. So I'm going to have to trim this off just a little bit. So let me just take this up and take this piece off so I can fit it into the punch like this. Opening my scissors up. There we go. Then I can use the rest of the paper, get the punch out again, and we are just going to put it up in here. Is that going to, no, I need to get that bottom piece off. I hate wasting paper, so I can just put that there and we can use that piece for a sentiment. So let's take the punch in again and line it up round the dog, which is really easy to do. Get it in position, and then I'm going to stand up for this because, as I say, my hands with the arthritis in my thumb are quite difficult to do. But then you have another lovely dog image the other way round. So what I'm going to do is, excuse my phone ringing away on there, it will stop in a minute, and if it's important I will ring back. We're now going to take just one of the blends, and we're going to colour the image in the light crumb cake. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to turn the phone off. Right. Always sales calls, and they always phone when you're just in the middle of doing the video, so excuse that. So we have our two images. Now I'm using the light crumb cake, and what I've done to save some time, I've already done one and just coloured it in the light crumb cake. You can colour the images in whatever you want, but I really like that they face each other. So let me show you the card that I thought of for this one, because I thought it would be quite nice to do it for a Valentine or something like that, or just for you. I think the sentiments on this are absolutely lovely. So what I've done is I've just done a little strip with some DSP, and I'm just going to put the little dog in on one side. I put it up with dimensionals, but I'm just showing you at the moment just to give you an idea. So let's pop him in down like that. Let's take the little heart image and put this in there. There's some lovely Valentines and hearts and things in the new catalogue. This is actually a retired one, but I just wanted to use something with the hearts, and I haven't bought everything from the new catalogue yet, so that would go. The little hearts are taken from the punch, which you can see on here. You get a heart coming out each time, so it's worth saving all those little hearts because they'll be great on any project. And there you have the two dogs, one facing in one direction, one facing in the other direction, saying just for you. The sentiments on this are lovely. We've got friends forever, So sorry for your loss if you've lost a pet. A best friend leaves a paw print on your heart. Keep calm and wag on. I think that's a lovely one, which I use. And then you've got just for you. And a little rough. So you can put a collar on the dog. I've not chosen to do it on this one because I quite liked the dogs as they were on this. But as I say, a fun card using the reverse stamping technique. So hope you enjoyed it and do look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.